The Lord is our shepherd, I shall not want. Him maketh I like down in a green pastures, him leadeth I. Besides still water them, him restoreth I soul. Him leadeth I in the path of righteousness for him name's sake. Yea! Though I rasta, I go walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I can't fear no evil. For thy rod and thy staff them comforted I and I. Who prepare a table before I. In the presence of our enemy them, who anointed I head with no oil. Me cup runneth over. Surely goodness and mercy, I go follow I all the days of my life. Me I go dwell in the house of the Lord God. Cha, kadama way go ma be. How ma so bolisa? I don't know what talk. It was clear for. I want you mo oh you wala don. This is the Black Pot, aka Kukushonemo, where we speak truth to power. Here we don't criticize, but if we must, it would only be on one condition: to build and not to destroy. That is why we keep saying we are in the service of God and country. Again, here we are not neutral, and we have never claimed to be, because we are not. We have taken sides, the side of the truth. That is why we are affectionately called the headquarters of the truth. And my name, Black Rasta. Now, in every traditional African home, there is a black pot. And each time this black pot sits on the fire, there is something super sumptuous cooking. Ingredients of so many different types, shapes and sizes, aromas and even flavors. Put aside all their differences and relocate into the black pot, where they are subjected to some really good amount of eating. At the end of the day, they produce sumptuous food. And all this palatability for the nourishment of the family in its whole entirety. This is what we literally do here. We pick up ideas from all walks of life, all and sundry. Yes, right from the crowns of their heads all the way down to the soles of their feet. And then we subject these ideas to some crucial forensic scrutiny, right after which we tease out the creme de la creme of the ideas and use that for the development of our people, our continent, our land. This is the Black Pot, aka Kukushonemo. And here we speak truth to power. We are called Black Empire Media. This is the headquarters of the truth, the foundation of the truth. This is the hometown of the truth, the bedroom of the truth. This is the address of the truth. This is the habitat of the truth. This is the truth. It's the Black Pot, aka Kukushonemo. And here we speak truth to power. I'm happy to say we are live on Facebook. We are also live on YouTube. You can also find us on Instagram. We are also on X, formerly called Twitter. And then on TikTok, we keep ticking and talking with the gracious hands of patriotism. This is where the truth lives. This is the home of exclusives. Our numbers are scrolling on the screen. Pick up the numbers and do business with us. Maybe you have a story so dear to your heart that you want us to follow up on. We are more than just excited to do that. Absolutely. For free. Oh, yes. At this point, my brother, my sister, let me, in fact, invite you to subscribe to the channel, right after which you hit on the notification bell so that each time we are on, you will be reminded to watch. This is the address of the truth. Come here, my brother, my sister. Today, we have 9 very important stories. In fact, the 9th one just came in, my brother, my sister, and I am more than just excited. Oh my God, to fly like the kite. At this point, I just want to invite you closer. Share the broadcast, like the show. This is where the truth lives. Can I just say thank you so much to the wonderful sponsor that we have? We begin with Tesori d'Oriente. Now turn every single shower into a royal experience with Tesori d'Oriente. Oh yes. Now Tesori d'Oriente has gone beyond just a shower gel. It is magic, absolutely. Pour a little bit of Tesori d'Oriente in the middle of your palm. Shake up the bath water. Watch how the lather grows into a rich foam. Allow it to nourish your skin. Right after that, watch how it also repels insects. 48 hours after that one single bath, you are still smelling like the Garden of Eden. Are you going for an interview? Are you looking forward to, yes, talking to that beautiful chick in town? Is there a new guy in town you want to mesmerize? It's Tesori d'Oriente. It is soft, it is smooth, it is silky, and above all, it has this long-lasting fragrance, oriental in nature. Hey, it comes in so many different fragrances, including Ikigai, Karma, Yes, forest therapy. We also have the royal oud. And then also, oh my God, we have the Persian dream. And my favorite is the royal oud. I also love the forest therapy. Hey, now Tesoro d'Oriente is what everybody's talking about. This wonderful shower gel. 48 hours after one single bath, you are smelling like the Garden of Eden. It's Italian technology coupled with African raw materials to give you that premium quality made most affordable. Hey, it is proudly distributed in Ghana by Daddy Ash Limited. For bulk purchases and inquiries, please call Daddy Ash Limited on 0244 772599. This is Tesoro d'Oriente. Oh my God. Thank you so much. We appreciate you and we love you. It's the Blakk Pot, aka Kukushodemo. And here we speak truth to power. We are also sponsored by the kind courtesy of Millennium Insurance. Hey, not every insurance is an assurance. Some insurance behaves like an expired plaster. Yet, we all know ultimately it's a disaster. That is why I am introducing you to Millennium Insurance, your trustworthy partner. My brother, my sister, what kind of insurance do you require? Is it the motor insurance policy you've been thinking about all this while? Go get it from Millennium. Are you traveling outside the country? You need a Millennium travel insurance. We'll take you in and bring you back safely. Hey, when it comes to motor insurance, everyone knows Millennium is the leader. Hey, are you insuring your vehicle against burglary, theft, fires, and what have you? No problem. Third party, comprehensive, no problem at all. My brother, my sister, how about insuring yourself and your family against accidents? No problem. Personal accident, personal group accidents, no problem at all. 24/7 you are covered, including, insurance on disability and even death for your partners, your employees, and family members, no problem at all. Our numbers are on the screen. Pick up the numbers and make sure you contact us. Please log on to our sales portal, sales.millenniuminsurancegh.com, and everything is everything. When it comes to disaster moments, we are first to come to your rescue, and we pay you your claims as promptly as possible so that you'll be back on the right footing. That is why we are called Millennium Insurance, your trustworthy partner. No two ways about that. And I am fully insured by Millennium Insurance. And I am proud to say I am a Millennium Insurance insured person. This is the Blakk Pot, aka Kukushonemo, where we speak truth to power. Now, EPA, I beg your pardon, NPA, yes, NPA, National Petroleum Authority, is talking to you. And it's simple. Stay back, stay safe. Now, whenever you see that fuel tanker running on the road and then it gets involved in an accident and tanks over, don't be so much in a hurry to go scooping and siphoning fuel from this overturned fuel tanker at accident scenes. No, sir. You know what to do? Rather pick up your phone and call toll-free 192 or 191, or better still 080-012-3000. I remember it's toll-free. Hey, your life is worth more than just a gallon of fuel. NPA has made it simple. Stay back. Stay safe. There is life after that 1 gallon of fuel lost to a huge fire. My brother, my sister, stay back. Stay safe. It's a National Petroleum Authority safety campaign. This is the Blakk Pot, aka Kukushonemo. And here we speak truth to power. Are you an AI-oriented person? If you're not, no problem at all. I have good news for you. Whether you like computers or not, this is the period of AI. If you are not AI literate, then you don't deserve to be part of this generation. With all respect, the world has gone from one point to the other. This is now the AI period. I am loving the AI thing. Listen, there is a chance for you to take part in a 12-week AI governance course by PATRIOT Solutions, all the way from the United States of America. And this is your guide to financial freedom. No two ways about that. AI GP governance, prompt engineering, AI agent development, no problem at all. Hey, there would be live online training, AI governance, yes, Chat GPT, Claude, Gemini, RAG, MCP, AIGP certificates will be given to you right after the course. It's just 12 weeks. Just scan, yes, the QR code to register. Or better still, please, it's time to log on to the website and get yourself registered. I have registered already. Classes begin on August 25, 2026. Do you want to study online? Some of you want to go to America and study with Patrick Solutions. It is very possible. Hey, and how about the payment package? You can also pay in installments. Hey, my brother, this world without AI as it stands right now, then we are walking without your head. I am telling you that. This is Patrick Solutions, and this is the 12-week AI governance course. Just scan to register. It's the Blackport, aka Kukushonemo, where we speak truth to power. And my name, Blakk Rasta. Let me invite you one more time. Please subscribe to the channel. Right after that, hit on the notification bell so that each time we are on, you will be reminded to watch. At this point, I want to also apologize for our inability to come your way yesterday. There was power outage in the whole country. BBC reported it. In fact, we were here till 12 midnight, hoping that the power will be restored. It never came. We are excited that it is happening today. Because of that, in fact, we've gone to buy a huge plant. Yes. And from now till then, we would always have power, no matter what. Thank you so much for making us number one. Remember, this is the biggest online when it comes to patriotism. Here we don't do politics. What we do is called patriotism. And my name, Blakk Rasta. 9 stories. Oh my God. Let's get ready to rumble. Story number 1. Watch this. Guy. Honorable OK Frimpong files extradition to the US. His name is Ohene Kwame Frimpong. He's a very nice gentleman. A member of parliament. This is the man. Hey, before he became a parliamentarian, I was one of the very few people he called. He said, Blakk Rasta, the people in my area are putting pressure on me to be their MP. I am a businessman and I'm happy about just doing business. What do you think about it? I told him, you know what? I am not a politician. I don't like politics and anything to do with politics. But in the same vein, I love to serve the people. If it is the people who say they want you, think about it deeper. And then, whatever you decide, you let me know. Because as for me and politics, we are 2 poles apart. He smiled at me and said, Blakk, I think it's the same way I will stay away from this. About 6 months later, he called me and said, Blakk, even the chiefs in the area, they say I should be their MP. He gave me the opportunity to go see his radio station in the area. I went all the way to Agogo. Oh my God. And there I saw the radio station. Then I interacted with the people of Agogo. There was no house you would not find this man's photograph or sticker on the walls in the area. You will see so many different inscriptions referring to this man's honesty and the love for the people. It was then I understood why the people wanted him to be their MP. He accepted the challenge, and became their MP in a landslide victory. Oh my God. That place has always been for the NPP, but he stood as an independent candidate and true to the worst of the people. It was overwhelming for him in victory. When he won, he called me and said, Blakk, we have won. And I told him point blank, this is now that the work is going to begin. Put away all the celebrations and go straight into action. The last time we spoke, he was on his way to Asia and some other such places looking for some kind of sponsorship and businesses for his area there, where he's an MP in Agogo and beyond. This is OK Frimpong. Now, to those who do not know him, come here. Run the doors here and watch this, my brother, my sister. This is OK Frimpong. Oh, yes. He's called Ohini Kwame Frimpong, and he's a prominent Ghanaian entrepreneur, media owner, philanthropist, and politician. He serves as the MP of or member of parliament for the Asante-Achim North constituency in the Ashanti region of Ghana, affectionately nicknamed OK. By his constituency, he achieved a historic political milestone by winning his parliamentary seat as an independent candidate. He was born on September the 23rd, 1986, in Agogo, a major town within the Ashanti-Achim North municipality, and he attended the Agri Memorial Senior High School for his secondary education. This is OK Frimpong. He studied at the Central University College in Ghana before moving to the United Kingdom, where he furthered his education at the College of North East London, Cornell. Now, before entering mainstream politics, Frimpong built a diverse business portfolio spanning hospitality, food production, and entertainment. He is most notable as a media mogul. He is the founder and CEO of Salt Media GH, a major media conglomerate that operates Salt 95.9 FM based in Agogo, Salt TV, and the digital news portal, saltfmonline.com. This is OK Frimpong. Frimpong contested the December 2024 parliamentary elections as an independent candidate. He pulled off a major political upset by defeating the incumbent MP in a constituency that has historically been an absolute stronghold for the NPP. He was officially sworn into the Parliament of Ghana on January 7, 2025. In Parliament, he serves on key legislative groups, including the Roads and Transport Committee. Oh yes, Frimpong is highly recognized across the Ashanti region for grassroots community development. Oh yes, he's a crazy philanthropist. He has the Ohini Educational Foundation, a non-profit initiative he established to provide financial scholarships to brilliant but needy students with a dedicated focus on girls living with disabilities. He also built the Agogo Central Mosque, even though he's a Christian. Oh yes. And then inside that mosque, there is a clinic. The last time we visited the place, a woman had just given birth to a bouncy baby boy right there in the clinic associated or attached to the mosque. He has run sustained welfare and support programs for widows and vulnerable families across the district for over a decade without any political ambitions. In May 2026, OK Frimpong became the subject of intense international and national media coverage after he was detained by border authorities at Schiphol Airport in Amsterdam, Netherlands. Now, the Parliament of Ghana officially confirmed his detention, with leadership noting that the arrest was executed based on an extradition warrant issued by the United States government. Diplomatic engagements between Ghana's foreign mission in The Hague and Dutch authorities remain ongoing. That's straight away. This is where we are. In fact, when he was arrested and they asked him who he wanted to talk to, because time after time, they would ask you who you want to talk to. One person, he told them he wanted to speak with me. Wow. They called the first time. I wasn't around. In fact, I was somewhere else. And then the call came again. It was the third time I was able to pick up. After he called the first time and I couldn't answer, they asked him if he wanted to change and then called somebody else. He said, no, I want to speak with Blakk RASTA. He tried again. He couldn't get me. In fact, it was early in the morning, so I was still in bed. Then they tried the third time. That was when I answered and his voice came on the line. He said, Blakk, I have just a few seconds to speak with you, and the line will go off. Blakk, I'm sure you have heard about what is happening. I said, yes, I have. What is the truth about it? I've heard everything, but what is the truth? He told me, Blakk, I am returning home. There is no truth in anything they are saying, as much as I know. Of course, I have a Forex bureau. I don't know what could have come in that line. I also have a media house. I don't know what has come into it behind my back. But from everything that I know, Blakk, I'm a clean man and I will never disgrace you. At that point, I was sad that I couldn't press the record on my phone. He was in a hurry. I couldn't even ask him if I could do a quick recording. So this was recorded without his permission, absolutely. And I felt that he was saying things from his heart. The moment I pressed record, it didn't even take 30 seconds and the phone went off. His time was up. He has spoken with me. From that time till now, I've not heard from my very good brethren, a crazy philanthropist. From that time up till now, the people of Agogo are still crying. From that time till now, they say they don't want any other MP except this man. And they will wait until he returns. My brother, my sister, that morning when we spoke, I had tears in my eyes. What did he tell me that day? Watch this. Now, romance camera, homo ekan wasem so.
Me. I can make a say, Minia. I said, omo detaining me, omo catch them and say, I said, no, to do with money laundering. Did you come home?
Wow, I'm happy.
Did you come home? But oh, Nipa, but can't tell me that I say, will be say 100 million, will be say 335. But to God be the glory. Men can be brave.
He was speaking, and I could feel within him that he was saying something deep. He has always known my stance when it comes to corruption. And he knows that I don't make friends with people who have a finger in the soup of corruption. He told me, Blakk, I've heard about all this, but all they are telling me right now is money laundering. I haven't heard about all the monies that they are mentioning, 100 million, 500 million and all that. They just said money laundering. I've heard everything. Blakk, I'm not going to make any comment. To God be the glory. That was the last sentence or phrase he uttered into my ears. Well, we have news today. Come here. Now, the Foreign Affairs Minister of Ghana is my minister. I love him. He's called Samuel Okudzeto-Ablakwa. He's been so busy globe-trotting, seeking the welfare of Ghanaians. I said he is my minister. The president only last week said that he is one of the hardest working ministers he has in his cabinet. This is the Foreign Affairs Minister. He's also an MP. Hey, he has run all the way to Latvia, gone all the way to South Africa, gone to different parts of the world that we never even knew existed, just to seek the welfare of Ghanaians. He has more information about OK Frimpong. OK Frimpong is fighting his extradition, and I'll tell you why. This is Samuel Okudzeto-Ablakwa. Watch this.
I shall now turn to the detention of the Honorable Member of Parliament, the Honorable Ohene Kwame Frimpong, which many of you have been waiting for a comment from the Ministry of Foreign Affairs. Today you have that statement. Ladies and gentlemen, as you are all aware, the Member of Parliament for Asante Akim North, the Honorable Ohene Kwame Frimpong, was detained on 10th May 2026 at the Schiphol Airport in Amsterdam by Dutch immigration authorities under United States extradition order. Following his detention, our mission in The Hague has taken up the matter and is offering consular assistance to the Honorable Member of Parliament. They are coordinating with his family and his legal representatives, as well as relevant Dutch authorities, to ensure that he is treated in accordance with internationally recognized standards and that his rights are not violated. I can confirm that on the 24th of May, 2026, I personally paid the Honorable MP a consular visit in The Hague. I also note that he was doing quite well when I engaged him. I also had the opportunity of interacting with his lawyer during my consular visit to The Hague. In addition, during a courtesy call on me by the Dutch Minister for Justice and Security, His Excellency David van Wiel, on 21st July 2026, only a few days ago, I raised the matter with him. And the Dutch Minister for Justice and Security assured that the Dutch government commits to due process and will ensure that the rights of the Honorable Member of Parliament are protected. We wish the MP the very best as he battles this extradition order. As we have always demonstrated, regardless of background, political persuasion, creed, place of birth, once you are Ghanaian, the Foreign Ministry and our missions abroad will always extend consular support, no matter the nature of your distress, no matter what you are going through. You are entitled to our consular support, and we give it freely, without discrimination, without let or hindrance.
As long as you are a Ghanaian, we will give you all the support that you need without what? Let or hindrance. Hey, Ghana is beginning to see what is called diplomacy. Under this guy here called Samuel Okudzeto Ablakwa. Many were those who fought him for political reasons. He was a thorn in the flesh of the NPP. While in opposition, he made sure the NPP was most uncomfortable. He dug into the cathedral, the most expensive hole in the world. My brother, my sister, now we may be convinced that they dug a galamsey hole. Maybe Wontumi was the one they were preparing to have to dig that place and pick up some gold. My brother, my sister, it is worse than a galamsey hole in the heart of Accra. This man was a thorn in the flesh of the NPP. He tracked the flights, the exorbitant, luxurious, flamboyant flights Nana Addo chatted on the back of the poor Ghanaian taxpayer. Such an irresponsible government. This is Samuel Okudzeto Ablakwa. He had a meeting with the MP. The MP is doing well. Now they are trying to extradite the MP. Why has the extradition taken long? The MP is fighting it because he thinks that due process must be done. The MP is not scared of whatever charges they are slapping on him. He just wants due process to be done. And the Dutch people are committed to seeing the due process done. My brother, my sister, information reaching me, I said that the NP can decide to ask to be extradited to America today because he knows what he's standing on. But in America, it's a whole different ball game. He's been to America. He's lived in America before. He's lived in England before, and he knows what it is. Apart from exorbitant law fees or lawyer fees, legal fees, there are some other things you would have to be solid on before you go on extradition. Are these some of the reasons? Or the MP is trying to show them that, you know what, I could have just walked into America. But as an MP, show me some respect and do due diligence. That is exactly where we are right now. If he is innocent, may he walk. If he's not, may he suffer for whatever he has unleashed on the Ghanaian people, the American people, the British people, and the people of the world. But we'll be here to bring you more information. This is the Blakk Pot, aka Kukushonamo, where we speak truth to power. Story number 2. Watch this. Dodo. Daddy Lumba breaks highest Gamro royalty record from the grave. Wow. How many of us know Gamro? How many of us know Gamro? Ghana Music Rights Organization. This is where Ghanaian musicians go to, and then they pick up their royalties time after time. By law, twice a year, Ghanaians are supposed to be able to go to Gamro and get some money from Gamro via their royalties, music rights. Rex Omar has been at the helm of affairs for some time, and his face is synonymous with Gamro. Many musicians have complained in the past. They've worked so hard, they go there and they get 20 Ghana cedis. Other times, 30 Ghana cedis, 100 Ghana cedis. My brother, my sister, since Rex Omar took over, he made sure that these fees went up. They push radio stations and TV stations to log. Once you can play, you must be able to pay. That is their slogan. And musicians were beginning to get something that was not too bad. Gamro was also able to bring aging musicians together and supply their needs. A lot of musicians have died poor in Ghana, yet in their heydays, they made very good music. They made hits. Rex Omar went deep into this to find out exactly how the Ghanaian musician could also be given some form of respect. And during his tenure as the boss of Gamro, he made sure that a lot of these problems were tackled. He went from radio station to TV station, fighting for the rights of musicians. Now he's an appointee of the President of the Republic of Ghana, but he still finds time to deal with Gamro activities. Now, Gamro just shared so much money to different musicians. And Rex Omar is telling us something interesting. Gamro to distribute over 1.4 million in royalties as new transparency measures take effect. My brother, my sister, and when you look at this, the interesting thing is that now it doesn't matter how many albums you have. It matters how many times your songs are played. So if I have 1 million albums and you have just a single, but the single is played over and over, and my 1 million albums do not even get a single airplay, you are entitled to all the money. I get almost nothing. My brother, my sister, this is what is happening right now. And the news is deep. This year, Daddy Lumba has earned the highest. How much has Daddy Lumba earned? Why has Daddy Lumba earned what he has earned? And this is the highest any musician has ever had from Gamro in the name of royalties in the history of this country from when we became independent in 1957. The highest any musician has ever earned from Gamro, our music rights, is what Daddy Lumba has earned. What has he earned? Well, I placed a call to Rex Omar. He was all the way in the United States of America, but he still decided to take some time and speak with me. What did Rex Omar say? And I got him to sing for me as well. Watch this. My brother, my sister, Rex Omar's tape is going to be playing pretty soon. MCR is trying to sort it out. My brother, my sister, Rex Omar has spoken. And what has Rex Omar said? He says Daddy Lumba has earned the highest. How much is the money? How did Daddy Lumba get it? What accounted to Daddy Lumba making this high amount of money? Rex Omar is so excited to tell us that this was why he became the boss of Gamro, and he's so excited that he's been able to achieve this feat. Now, you don't need 1 million albums. You only need hits. Better still, you need songs that will go round and be played from one radio station to the other, one TV station to the other. My brother, my sister, this is Rex Omar. Now, Rex Omar made it clear Daddy Lumba has earned 120,000 Ghana cedis. That's how much he has earned. 120,000 Ghana cedis. And he attributes it to the fact that since Daddy Lumba passed on, people have been playing his music over and over. Every radio station is playing it. TV stations are playing that. Clubs are playing that. And they are logging. Daddy Lumba is the highest earner ever in the history of Ghana's music via Gamro. Rex Omar spoke. Let's listen to him. Watch this.
Me did you why?
So, all right, Prof.
We're trying to get the tape to play. My brother, my sister, that's Rex Omar I spoke with. I apologize for the technical hitch. I truly will need you to hear the voice of Rex Omar. What he said and how happy he is that Ghana music is where it is. But in your opinion, the highest amount of money any musician has ever earned from Gamro, my brother, my sister, is 120,000 Ghana cedis. And that is an equivalent of about 10,000 American dollars from music rights and also royalties. Daddy Lumba already is having family members fight over his corpse. There is a new museum-like cemetery or gravesite that he's been buried in. My brother, my sister, and his photos are all over in there. It's a very beautiful gravesite. And if you have the opportunity to go there, my brother, my sister, you would see him buried right there. His photos are all over the place, as you can see. This is Daddy Lumba. This is his final resting place. But he didn't leave to see Gamro pay him 120,000 Ghana cedis. In your opinion, is this good enough? And remember, every year you are supposed to get twice from Gamro. This is the first one he's getting. What would the second one be like? My brother, my sister, congratulations to Daddy Lumba. Congratulations to his producers. And congratulations to the fans of Daddy Lumba. But let's ask another interesting question. Why is it that most of the time people wait for us to die before they start patronizing our works? Why is it that patronage for our products and craft only increases when some kind of calamity hits us? Is it normal? Is it worldwide? Or is it only Ghana? Maybe Africa. My brother, my sister, Daddy Lumba died. Families were fighting over the corpse. 2 different wives. And then trouble. Today he has a resting place. Very well terrazzoed place. Beautiful place. My brother, my sister. And now he has 120,000 Ghana cedis paid to him from Gambro. Congratulations to Daddy Lumba. And congratulations, my brother, my sister, to all the fans of Daddy Lumba. It's the Black Pot, aka Kukushonamo, where we speak truth to power. Dash. Story number 3. Watch this. Black Rasta must go to prison. Lawyer Maurice AMPAU. How many of us know Maurice AMPAU? This is the guy. He says he's a lawyer. This guy here is known. So many people know him in Ghana. He's on radio. He's on TV. Talking about Ghana politics and some legal issues time after time. But he's somebody nobody takes serious in Ghana anymore. You know, when you play the buffoonery for a long time, you become like a rag that everybody drags on the floor. That is where he has reached. This is Maurice AMPAU. This is the comedian who calls himself a lawyer, a disgrace to the legal profession. My brother, my sister, who said, this was the guy who said, should Mahama win the election, he will relocate to Togo. Do we remember that? During the election, he said, listen, if Mahama wins the election, I will relocate to Togo. Mahama won the election, and the cowardly comedian did not go to Togo. The cowardly comedian did not go to Togo. He said that in the heat of the elections. Such an irresponsible comedian. Either which way, he's a member of the NPP, I suppose. And he's normally sitting on Wontumi's radio station and TV station playing the buffoonery. My brother, my sister, his boss has been jailed. And I'm one of the people that pushed for him to be jailed. And I'm so proud of it. Many more will join him in jail. I am so excited about it. This is Chairman Wontumi. That's his boss. He sits on his radio and TV and makes gibberish, terrible noise. My brother, my sister, this is Maurice AMPAU. I came across a tape from Maurice AMPAU, and I felt that I should share that with you. He spoke about me, but you need to listen to the tape. And when we return, we'll tell you more. Watch this.
Nyama kabitmata aye during another time no say jailing ko fa kabisman to you in jail. Black Rasta there onye papa. Black Rasta there onye papa obi otumi story didi friend say parliament atem. Ono kwado So a criminal-minded person, there's a record that criminal-minded person, it could do that one a chico book no. No money as or almost say we and you no pay we share almost sorry tia almost sorry jubilative for Chabamutono. You could see say credibility is an issue. When you put them one on one, they are all committed crime before, they are all not clean. They are not clean, not even to jubilate.
This is Maurice AMPAU. This is Maurice AMPAU. You heard him. Blakk RASTA de Onya Papa. Onuna Otumi Edidi Parliament for atem. He followed Nam1 and they went on a robbery spree. Under normal circumstances, I would not respond to caricatures like this because we are on a very serious platform. Patriotism. This seeming bleached face will never get my attention. But my brother, my sister, we need to put the record straight. Now, Maurice AMPAU says he's a lawyer, but I wonder if he's ever won any case in court. I wonder how many people would hire this comedian as a lawyer. Somebody who speaks as if he has chloroquine in his mouth. I wonder. Well, let's go into the whole story. He says Blakk RASTA followed Nam1 and they went stealing. In the days, this gentleman here went to invest in men's gold, I'm told. And things went bad for men's gold. Kenoforiata and his clique decided to stop men's gold. And there was what was called panic withdrawal. People were rushing to take their money from Nam1 because the nation had told the whole country that if you don't go for your money from Nam1 and anything happens, it's your own problem. Because we foresee that it is a Ponzi scheme. And quickly, people started going there to take their money from Nam1. And Nam1's business collapsed. He couldn't pay anybody anymore. The money that he was using to run the business, he had invested that elsewhere. My brother, my sister, and at the end of it all, Nam1 was arrested in Dubai. But the good news was that they said it was a Ponzi scheme. Yet it was said that Nam1 had so much money in Dubai. He went to court at the time. The Deputy Attorney General had also gone there to follow up. And he came to report to us in Ghana that Nam1 truly had money sitting there in Dubai. He had gone to collect his money to come and help pay people here. And he was arrested. Was it true? Was it false? Nam1 won the case. We were expecting Nam1 to come home and pay. Politics went into it and all that. And the matter is still in court. A man who says he's a lawyer says that I and Nam1 went on a stealing spree. Is that a lawyer? When you know the matter is in court. He's not alleging. He is saying that I went on a stealing spree with Nam1. But let's get a little bit more matured here. Now, this guy is a hypocrite, and I don't like hypocrites. Now, in the days, there was a publication by Ghana Web, and it came out clearly, bam! Nam1 has a lot of money in Dubai. Help him retrieve it to pay us. And who is speaking? Maurice AMPAU. True? That's it. Nam1 has a lot of money in Dubai. Help him retrieve it to pay us. This was what Maurice AMPAU said. Where was the money from? Somebody who was running a Ponzi scheme? Somebody who went around stealing? Or was it part of the stolen money? Sadly, it came out that this man saw a certain car, a Prado, and seized the Prado. It belonged to Men's Gold. He seized it to pay part of his investment in Men's Gold. That was the communique that went out. But you know what the truth was? Nam1 called him aside, as I am told, and gave him that car to waive off part of his investment. Yet he wasn't bold enough to tell the other people that Nam1 owed that, oh, as for me, I have been sorted out by Nam1 in a certain way. No. It's like people go, they are demonstrating, and then they call one or two people and sort them out, and they keep quiet. These are not good people. He took it and put the car aside and started supporting Nam1. Oh, he has money. Let the authorities go and bring the cash. All of a sudden, he's calling Nam1 a thief. Since when did you get to know that Nam1 is a thief? I have never worked with Men's Gold. I worked with Xylophone 3 months before Nam1 was arrested. I stayed at Xylophone. I wasn't paid salaries for 15 months. As I stayed there, out of loyalty, we stayed and worked with no salary. 15. I think it was even 17. If Nam1 gives me back that money, I'll take and say thank you. If the money doesn't come, I won't begrudge him. Because the nation destroyed his business. Today, somebody will sit somewhere and call him a thief. What did he steal? I don't get it. Any which way. I understand Maurice AMPAU. I was one of those who pushed WONTUMI into prison. So he's not happy with me. And I am glad that we push bad people into prison so they will suffer. And there are more bad people we are pushing there, one after the other. We will not rest until they all go in there. And I'm excited about it. Dash is the Blackport, a.k.a. Kukushonemo, where we speak truth to power. Story number 3. Watch this. New evidence. SHATTA WALE lied about sleeping with BURNA Boy's girl. The word there is WITH. W-I-T-H. W-I-T-H. Now, a few days ago, SHATTA WALE was in Nigeria. And he made it clear when asked what happened between him and BURNA Boy. Let us recap what he said in Nigeria. Watch this.
This beef happened. What about BURNA Boy?
Okay, that's enough. That's another beautiful story. When we're coming, I was telling, Baba, that, BURNA Boy is the only artist that respectfully called me from Nigeria and told me he was coming to Ghana, but I should come and pick him at the airport. I've never done that for any artist before in Nigeria, and I felt some way because I was like, I know BURNA Boy, and that time he was like in his low, time. So I was like, okay, let's go pick him. So one of his friends, the Nigerian, came to meet me in Ghana and said I should. So we picked him at the airport, brought him down. And I was treating BURNA Boy in Ghana like a king, because if you ask him how we roll in Ghana, he'll tell you, it's just that now too many cameras, so you got to do a whole lot of this. But I was showing him the ropes of Ghana, that this is my town. You feel free, give him a house, give him cars, anything he needed. He wasn't wasting money in Ghana, But I had this team I was working with, and they were messing up. So I actually told them that I didn't want to work with them anymore. All 5 or 7 of these boys that I sacked were calling every rich man or every special person in my life to tell them I'm fucking their wives.
What?
And one affected Burna. That's what they told Burna Boy, that I was fucking his girl he brought to Ghana. And he just bought it in. I have like billionaire friends that they called and they, you know, the men were like, if they called them for this kind of things, they're going to arrest them. Like they should stop, you know, spot. They literally wanted to break me to everybody, you know? So they told Burna, and he got to a time, you know, when he left me in Ghana, things weren't good for us still, because, you know, when he came to Ghana, you know, me, I already settled, you know, like, you know, have my properties and my businesses running and stuff like that. But I was always praying that, Charlie, this guy making hits and, you know, maybe life could change for me much more better, you know. So when I saw like Burna like moving to like places, I was like, always messaging him. So bro, like, you know, you need to call me. And the mom is like my mother, because one time Burna had a problem in Ghana. They had to drive from Nigeria to Ghana. I met them, took them somewhere safe, was taking care of them. You understand me? Like the mother knew, like we're brothers. So I was like, when I saw him moving around, I was like, let me just be messaging. I've been messaging, I don't understand. Like he doesn't reply. So I was like, let me call mommy. So I called the mom one time and was like, you know your brother now, he leaves his phone and blah, blah. I said, mommy, tell him I want to talk to him. I'm loving what I'm seeing like on the internet. Like, you know, God is, you know. I didn't know they've told him and he decided not to talk to me.
Sure.
So, sometimes when I sit down and I watch Burna now, I go like, I thank God I never depended on people, but I also fought for myself to get to where I've gotten to. Because if I hadn't fought well enough, my friends would have made me lose an opportunity with Burna. Because Sia is successful today. Imagine God has not also touched me properly. I'll be so worried. And I'll regret, like, you know, and that's why I don't make friends. You guys, my team, these are my friends. You know, when they leave me today, it's like 3 months time, you know, because all of them, I talk to them on phones. They don't see me every day, you know. So I just thank God that God has put Burna somewhere, but it hurts me that he didn't listen to me to explain to him that this was what the boys were doing, you know, because he's my brother. I can't do that to his girlfriend. Me, I don't, my team, I don't know. Sammy, you have girlfriend.
All right.
No, still on this.
Still on it. That's where I wanted to go.
Yeah.
If Burna Boy is watching this right now, what do you have to say to Burna? Because I know he'll watch this.
That I love him. I always talk about him. I still love him. You know, I watch his streams, I go like, oh, more. This is my brother. They enjoy. Like, you know, like he's tried so much, and you know, because we've been talking about this. You know, because when Burna came to me in Ghana, I was literally showing him houses like this. He's been asking me like, oh, man, the music, you take by this. I said, yeah, music, SHATTA. You know, because very free.
Well, this is SHATTA WALE, Charles Niyama Mensah. This was what he said, and it was, you know, heart-touching. He and his very good friend, Burna Boy. Right now, Burna Boy is where he is. High, living the dreams of so many musicians. After SHATTA WALE said this, now that's Burna Boy, far left, and that's Jupiter, far right. And then we also have Pop Skinny, who turned the head to look at SHATTA WALE. And then there's another person who I cannot identify from here. But that's Burna Boy standing there in the corner, wearing glasses, dark glasses. At the time when they met in Ghana, he was still struggling to rise to the top. But after SHATTA WALE said this, an old tweet popped up. What is the tweet? What did SHATTA say? Did SHATTA say it? He said, because he is a rapist, he is jealous and did the same to his girl, because that's his job, raping jealousy. And that's at Burna Boy. That tweet you cannot find anymore. It's been deleted. But in the days, it actually came out. Was SHATTA WALE referring to Burna Boy? If not, why did Burna Boy's name pop out? Was it a prank? Did SHATTA truly do it? How many of us remember that tweet? Is SHATTA just trying to play Shaggy? It wasn't me. Did SHATTA tweet that? Was that what BURNA saw and became more angry and decided not to talk to him? My brother, my sister, but the strong word there is rape. And that's a crime. It's criminal to talk about rape. What is the secret? Are these guys on a rape spree? Were they on a rape spree? Are they still engaged in that? My brother, my sister, time will truly tell. Did Shatta Wale lie about the BURNA incident? Is BURNA refusing to be fooled? Will BURNA boy respond? I will be glad, my brother, my sister, the day that the truth comes up. And I'm interested in it because of the rape aspect of the thing. It's the Black Pot, aka Kukushodemo. And here we speak truth to power. Story number 4.
Sometimes you just need a moment for yourself, a moment to slow down, feel the water, and let the day fade. Tesori is more than just a shower. It's a moment of pure calm, smooth, creamy, and relaxing. With forest therapy, Persian dream, royal oud, thalassotherapy, ikigai, fior di loto, and karma, all in convenient 500 milliliter bottles. There's a Tesori scent to fit every mood, every moment, every kind of you. Feel the lather on your skin. Breathe in the aroma. Let stress melt away and just enjoy the calm. You don't just feel clean. You feel refreshed, confident, and yourself. Tesori d'Oriente. Luxury is a feeling. For bulk purchases, contact Daddy Ash Limited on 0244 772599.
Tesori d'Oriente.
Blackpot. Coco show, man.
It's the Black Pot, aka Kukushodemo, where we speak truth to power. Remember, here we don't criticize, but if we must, it will only be on one condition: to build and not to destroy. That is why we keep saying we are in the service of God and country. Story number 5. Watch this. Why Chairman Wontumi does not stand a chance in appeals court over 20-year sentence. Now, Chairman Wontumi is fighting the case in court. They have gone all the way to court, and they are trying to fight so that Chairman Wontumi comes out. My brother, my sister, and the court documents are out. His lawyers are fighting. Oh, yes, they are fighting. They are going to the appeals court, and they want to find out exactly what happened. Chairman Wontumi needs to be a free man. Open it up so we can read it. My brother, my sister, This is the Republic versus Bernard and Chibosiako. My brother, my sister, and of course, Akunta Mining Company Limited. And this is notice of appeal in the Supreme Court of Judicature, in the Court of Appeal, Criminal Division. My brother, my sister, this is Chairman Wontumi. His lawyers are fighting. Now, take notice that the first and third accused persons, as the appellants, herein who are dissatisfied with the judgment of the High Court as the Criminal Division for Accra, presided over by Her Ladyship Audrey Kukovite J. The ground set out in paragraph 3 thereof, and will, at the hearing of the appeal, seek the reliefs set out in paragraph 4. And in the first and third appellants further state that the names and addresses of the persons directly affected by the appeal are set out in paragraph 6. 2. The part of the decision complained of the entire judgment of the court. Grounds of appeal. The convictions are unreasonable and cannot be supported having regard to the evidence adduced at the trial. B. The learned trial judge did not read the Minerals and Mining Act 2006 at 703 as amended as a whole. The combined effect of sections 13, 8, and 46 of the said act is exculpatory of the first and third appellants and consistent with their innocence. C. The learned trial judge usurped the jurisdiction of the Supreme Court in flagrant contravention of Article 131A and 2 of the Constitution 1992 in interpreting Article 1911 of the Constitution's set against sections blah 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 of the Minerals and Mining Act blah 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 as amended by Section 3 of the Minerals and Mining Act 2019 Act 995 as clear. When both parties have rival meanings on the words unless the offense is defined in a written law. That's it away. My brother, my sister, this is what is in court. They are going to court. Dash it away. Now, this case has been in court for a long time. Delay upon delay. Right now, a decision has been made. Even when the decision was going to be made, they were still trying to ask the judge to hold it back. So they will go to the Supreme Court and have the Supreme Court interpret something. But the learned judge decided that no, I have had enough of the delay and I have to pronounce judgment. And from what has been written, clearly, my brother, my sister, even if you have no eyes to see, it's so vivid and clear that Wontumi is supposed to be where he is. All the lady judge did was to interpret the law and pronounce judgments. Witnesses that were brought before the court, witnesses that Wontumi himself brought to court, gave out Wontumi. Oh, I have never been to the place, even though it's my concession. Later when I realized it, I called the authorities to check and I asked somebody to reclaim the land, plant coconuts there. We were also told that whoever was asked to go and plant coconuts was not a farmer, but a miner. So you send a miner to go and reclaim the land by planting coconuts. And we are getting information that he said he didn't even have the finances to plant the coconuts. And he was told, there is gold there. Why don't you go ahead and mine? And when you get the gold, you use part of the money to reclaim the land. As to whether that is part of the whole trial or not, my brother, my sister, more information is coming out day after day. his own witnesses gave him out. Before you would assign a concession, better still reassign a concession to somebody, you need the law to accept that permission. WONTUMI didn't do that. They were in power 8 solid years as the NPP. They had so much energy. They didn't respect the law. So much stealing under the NPP. They've started going to jail one after the other. So much disrespect for the Ghanaian. After 8 years, they are back in opposition. Now the chickens are coming home to roost. Chairman WONTUMI and his lawyers are fighting at the appeals court so that he can get back and continue with the galamsey. Ghanaians applauded all over Ghana, hearing that WONTUMI was going to jail. They saw how he insulted them with so much gold that he displayed on live TV. The arrogance with which he spoke, the disrespect for honor and respect. My brother, my sister, Chairman WONTUMI, as we speak, is at the Nsawam prison. First day he went in there, he complained just after one day that he was diabetic and they had to take him to the infirmary. Chairman WONTUMI is most uncomfortable there. He's used to good life, a life of jacuzzis, a life of good meals and freedom. My brother, my sister, he's used to women, as he himself told us in several interviews. He has a number of them at his beck and call. At Nsawam prison, he might become prey to a few gay guys who would look for him and probably introduce him to this heinous crime in Ghana. I pray it doesn't happen. But as it stands, it doesn't look like Chairman WONTUMI is going to be able to find his way at the appeals court. Again, there's always one thing we say at the end of it all. If he's innocent truly, may he walk. But if he is not, may he continue to suffer. And remember, there are several more cases coming up against him. The Exim Bank case is there. Tano Nimri is there. And now we are hearing about another case from Tema, where he gave something out as a collateral and the person defaulted. So they are now coming for whatever has been put down there as the collateral. And that's Chairman WONTUMI's property. Whatever it is, may the law succeed at the end of it all. And may Ghana be the victor. It's the Blakk Pot, a.k.a. Kuku Shodemo. And here, we speak truth to power. Story number 6. Watch this. Professor Frimpong Boating celebrates Supreme Court victory over big bowl of fufu. How many of us know Professor Frimpong Boating? Cardio specialist. He was the first to open a human being's heart, look into it, and connect all the wires, dot all the I's and cross all the T's in a human heart right here in Ghana. He was the one who built the Cardiothoracic Center right here in Ghana. He studied abroad, but decided to come home and serve. At the time, he even wanted to become president of the nation via the NPP. So he competed in the primaries. And today, he told us why he didn't win. He went to court a few days ago in conjunction with some other members of the NPP and well-meaning Ghanaians. Dr. Nyaho Tamakloe, one of them. And they went to the court trying to get the Supreme Court to stop a certain canker in our political system. And that canker is the delegate system. What does it mean to say the delegate system in Ghanaian politics? When the political parties are having their primaries, they allow only delegates, a few selected people, to represent all the members of the party in voting to pick up who should be the leader of the party in the elections, that's the presidential candidate, and so on and so forth. Time and again, this thing has been bereft with so much corruption. Time and again, we have heard people cry, and the tagline is always simple: fear delegates. Many have been disappointed. To win an election in Ghana, you start off by bribing delegates. There are only a few, so you can pay all of them and get them to vote you to become the presidential candidate and any other such thing. They went to court and they succeeded. They won. The court decided that it is illegal and therefore it should stop right now. So no political party in Ghana will ever have that delegate system anymore. All the members of the party will now have to be engaged in the voting. And if you want to bribe all your members, my brother, my sister. So we placed a call yesterday to Professor Frimpong BOATENG so that he will talk to us, my brother, my sister, about this case and how he felt. But we were surprised. When we called, he was jubilated. He was excited. In fact, he was eating a big bowl of fufu and a krante to celebrate the whole thing. My brother, my sister, this was what he told us. Watch this.
Me did you why?
So, all right, Prof.
What did he? He was eating. He was celebrating. Oh my God. Later when he finished eating, we called him again and he said, Unim, I am going to have some more food. Call me tomorrow. So earlier today, we placed a call to him and he said he was still jubilating. He couldn't talk. But he said, Blakk Rasta, you are my nephew, so I will speak to you and you alone. I'm still jubilated, but I will speak with you. And this was what he said. Watch this.
Well, I think we all, or most Ghanaians, are not happy with what is happening in the political parties, buying of votes for primaries and for MPs, and it's disturbing us, our democracy. So this, my humble way of contributing to the process, and I hope Ghanaians will buy into it so that we'll build a nation that will be good for our children and their children's children. I'm happy that the Supreme Court granted our release, but a lot of work needs to be done. Ghanaians have to understand that it's not about Frimpong BOATENG or any other person, but it's about our lives, our future, so that we all work together to, drive away with this corruption. Because see, with this corruption, there's no way we can develop this country. I've never seen any country that has developed in this level with this level of corruption. It doesn't happen. Very bad. I mean, you camp a few delegates and they decide who becomes the president, potentially. It was, I mean, the candidates were suffering. I mean, I've contested before. I mean, I didn't have money to pay. So, but that's not why I'm fighting, because we are looking into the future. It has been very bad for the candidates, those who contest, and also for the nation at large. Threats? Oh, why? No. Why should I be threatened? Why should I be threatened? No, I'm not expecting anything like that.
Well, when you blow the food out of some people's mouth, they can get crazy and then they will threaten you. So we try to find out if anybody had called him to threaten him and say, you think that you have won, you will see. But he said, no. He doesn't expect anybody to do that to him. This is Professor Kwabena Frimpong BOATENG. He made it clear. Now, democracy would work well within the parties. Nobody can bribe delegates anymore. Now, the whole party would have to vote. And that is democracy. It's the black pot. AKA Kukushonemo. And here, we speak truth to power. Story number 7. Watch this. Shameful. SEDINA TAMAKLOE walks free after all the nonsense. I have been so depressed today. So depressed. In fact, if it was any other day, I would have walked off, to be very honest with you. Today, I am not in the mood at all. I am angry. I am very crazy. Why am I not happy? SEDINA TAMAKLOE Ationu Christine Sharon, that's a full name, born on the 17th of December in 1965. My brother, my sister, traveled abroad, studied there, and came back to this country to serve. But as we were told later, she rather came to loot. She stole from us as the boss of Maslog. She was corrupt. And this was what the court told us. And sentenced her to 10 years imprisonment in absentia. What were her crimes? What were the accusations? What did the court stand on to fire judgment? Round the dossier. My brother, my sister, SEDINA TAMAKLOE Ationu Sharon Christine. While she was the boss at Maslog, 78 counts, criminal counts against her, which focus on the alleged embezzlement and misappropriation of millions of Ghana cedis during her tenure as CEO of Maslog. She increased her own salary arbitrarily and also increased the salaries of her clique, as we were told. Now, the original charges filed by the state included stealing, conspiracy to steal, willfully causing financial loss to the state, money laundering, improper payment of public funds, causing loss to public property, unauthorized commitment resulting in financial obligation to the government, breach of the Public Procurement Act. My brother, 78 count case. She was said to have diverted sensitization funds, pocketing 1.7 million Ghana cedis meant for a nationwide Maslog public sensitization exercise. She was said not to be able to account for investment refund, demanding and receiving 500,000 Ghana cedis cash refund from Obatampa Savings and Loans, which was completely left out of Maslog's official accounts. She withheld fire relief funds, scheming and misappropriating a significant portion of emergency funds that had been approved for victims of a severe fire at the Kantamanto market. She also went to jail. Better still, she was convicted with one Daniel Axim. Mr. Daniel Axim was the chief operating officer of Maslog, who was charged alongside SEDINA TAMAKLOE Ationu And he was sentenced to 5 years in prison with hard labor. And he's in jail as we speak. He's in jail. He went there in 2024. So he's been there for about 2 years now. My brother, my sister, SEDINA was sentenced in absentia. They both had 78 counts of criminal whatever. On the 16th of April 2024, Justice Efia Sewa Asaribotri found him guilty on the same 78 counts of conspiracy, stealing, money laundering, and causing financial loss to the state. This is Daniel Axim. He was handed a shorter sentence of 5 years compared to SEDINA's original 10-year term. The differentiation reflected his subordinate role as the operating officer executing directives under the principal accused. We are not giving you the same as your boss because a lot of the decisions were taken by your boss and you were pushed to endorse them. My brother, my sister. Now they went to court and it's all over the place. 3 sitting judges, 3 of them decided to set her free. Court of Appeal acquits and discharges former Maslock CEO SEDINA TAMAKLOE. This is the woman. 3 judges. Who are the judges? My brother, my sister, go to the dossier. And the judges are in there. 3 of them, my brother, my sister, they sat on the case, and that's it. SEDINA TAMAKLOE Ationu was freed by a 3-member panel of Court of Appeal judges consisting of Justice Emmanuel Ankama, Justice Emmanuel Senyo Amedaye, and Justice Samuel Obindiewu. The appellate judges reached a unanimous decision to overturn a 10-year prison sentence, ruling that the original High Court trial judge had improperly shifted the burden of proof onto the defense and that the prosecution failed to prove its case beyond a reasonable doubt. And this is according to the BBC. So SEDINA is walking free. After a few days in prison, less than a month, she is now a free woman. Now I am hurt, very hurt. You know why I'm hurt? It's good that justice should always be done. But is this justice? This was a woman who told us she was going out there for treatment. When the trial was just beginning, she went out there for the treatment and refused to return, no matter how much the party begged her. We saw her at Beyonce's concert. That's her. Beyonce, the concert, flaunting whatever she had, maybe the originally stolen money. Whilst Ghanaians were looking for her, she refused to come. She rather went to get married. Fake marriage, so that she would get papers to live in America. She allegedly bought a house in Las Vegas. And it cost 415,000 American dollars. The house is 1,708 square feet, 4 bedrooms and 4 bathrooms. It's located at 5705 Grand Entries Drive, Las Vegas. And this is it. This is the house. This was the house she paid for mortgage. She was busily attending Beyonce's concerts, living in this luxury. My brother, my sister, right there in Las Vegas. She didn't want to return to Ghana anymore. She didn't respect the Ghanaian law system. the legal system. She even went for an American ID to help her drive a car. We have blotted out some of the information, but that's her. Driver's license, that's her. We had to pay money to extradite her to Ghana by force, only for us to free her after just about 3 weeks in prison. My brother, my sister, did the judges err? The appeals court said yes. The other judge, Justice Ifya, erred. And therefore, this woman should be free. Speaking as an average Ghanaian, politicians have the penchant of freeing their own criminals. When we are in power, we make sure that our criminals are freed. The other party is waiting to come into power so that they can jail your criminals and free their own criminals. As a Ghanaian, it hurts me. And sometimes I feel like doing something stupid. Honestly. It looks like politicians are taking Ghana for a ride. This is not the legacy Mahama wants. Mahama is trying to leave a strong legacy behind. How can we spend money to go and extradite this woman? Get the Americans to run after this woman, catch her, put her into custody, go through a trial, ship her all the way to Ghana, only for us to free after 3 weeks? Is this what it is? Do you smell anything political in this? I am so hurt, my brother, and I am sad. My brother, if this has to do with politics, then politics is truly dirty. Ghana suffers. When we come into power, no wonder these idiots who are in opposition are always saying, when the tables turn, when the tables turn, when the tables turn, we will also come and free our criminals and arrest your criminals and put there. When you come, you can also free your... It's a game of chess. Do you smell any politics? What do you think about this? Well, the Attorney General has decided to appeal. The Attorney General of the Republic of Ghana, Dr. Dominic Akrotinga Ayine, has decided that no, I don't agree with this. I would want to go to court and fight that this woman goes back into prison. You remember we have told you time and again how this Attorney General tried so much to have this woman extradited. To go through all that pain for her to be extradited, for the charade to start, sitting in a wheelchair, claiming to be sick. My brother, my sister, and only to be freed. Is that how we are fighting corruption? Now, many people would ask, what will happen to Daniel Axim? It's simple. By the laws of Ghana, he will still be there. The fact that it's the same charges doesn't exonerate him. His lawyers would have to go to court, and it will become easier that, oh, because this person has been freed, it's the same charges, therefore this one should also be free. And he might also just come out. It's a sad day for me in corruption fighting. And I think that this party in power needs to look at some of these things very seriously. I am hurt. I honestly don't know who to blame. I don't want any judge to come and arrest me because of what I will say. But I am sad. I am sad. Who is going to pay for the extradition money? Who is going to be paying all the money that allegedly got stolen? There was a stealing. Who stole the money? Well, it's good that the Attorney General is going back to court. We will support the Attorney General. This is the busiest Attorney General I've seen in the history of Ghana. He is taking his own people to court. By his own people, I mean his own party members. In fact, it's a sad day for accountability, probity, and also patriotism. She went to America, bought a house on mortgage in America, got an American driving license. She went to Beyonce's concerts, chilling. She didn't care about us in Ghana. My brother, my sister, no matter how much people asked her to come, she refused to. We had to force her to come here. Mr. President, I know you are not a judge. I also know you are not a lawyer. But I don't know why I feel like I should talk to you. With all love and respect, Mr. President, this doesn't augur well for your government. I don't know why I'm talking to you. It doesn't augur well at all for your government. And today I'm sad, and you can feel it. It's the Black Pot, a.k.a. Kukushonemo. And here we speak truth to power. Story number 8. Watch this. Oprah Winfrey shuts down girls' school in South Africa. Now, South Africa produces a lot of sugar. A sugar factory thrives on sugarcane. A sugarcane plantation is crying that people have left, and therefore they may have to go out there and get more people to come and work on the sugar plantations. The news item is clear. Oh yes. Watch this.
As many foreign national workers have left farming communities following the anti-illegal migration protests, sugarcane growers along the KwaZulu-Natal North Coast are battling an unexpected labor shortage. Well, for more on this, we're now joined by the African Farmers Association of South Africa Deputy Chairperson Lloyd Khatebe. Lloyd, good evening. Thank you so much for your time. Really do appreciate it. Let's talk about it. How severe is the labor shortage that particularly sugarcane growers are facing in KwaZulu-Natal?
No, there is a shortage, but in terms of quantifying the numbers, in terms of how much a shortage we have in rural areas, we are yet to see the impact. But most of the workers from the rural areas, especially farmers, including communal, it's very dire. It's a very dire situation, yes.
This is SABC, South African Broadcasting Corporation. My brother, my sister, the sugar plantation is closed down. Sugarcane. Workers are gone back to Malawi, Zimbabwe, Ghana, Nigeria, and the ordinary South African is still busily dancing to amapiano and drinking water. He is not ready to work on the farm. They claim it's for slaves. Earlier, textile factories also closed down and moved all the way to other parts of Southern Africa because of xenophobic parades, marches, and attacks. 2 Ghanaians have lost their lives already. Many Nigerians were shot even yesterday. My brother, my sister, where is South Africa going? In 2007, a great woman by name Oprah Winfrey, she supported Barack Obama so much when he wanted to be president. This is Oprah Winfrey. These days, they don't show her biggest TV show, the Oprah Winfrey Show. People like Delay and some other people have taken a lot of inspiration from this woman, Oprah Winfrey. In 2007, she went to build a school in South Africa for girls. And it's free, sponsored. A lot of them were sent to America to study and some other such things and be brought back. 20 years on, next year, she says it's over. Now, instead of spending so much overhead cost on one school, she says she would rather take the money and make it available nationwide as scholarship for many more girls. May I explain it? She's spending so much on this one school. Look at their dressing. So much money. Thousands have already graduated from the school. 20 years on. Next year will be exactly 20 years. Oprah Winfrey says, you know what? It's over. We have reached 20 years. Now, instead of spending so much money, all these 20 years, she's been spending. I would rather take that money and maybe half it and then put it out there for scholarship for South African women so they can study at different places of their choice. But the school that I have built, which is 20 years old, I am giving it out to local authorities. Run it. You won't get any money from me anymore to run the school. Run it yourself. Many people are asking, is it because of the xenophobic attacks? Her official reason is that she made up her mind that after 20 years, this was what she was going to do, so that many more women can get access to some scholarship fund rather than spending so much money on one school. But of course, many are reading xenophobic undertones into this. A great woman like Oprah Winfrey, she is the richest black woman on earth. Are you aware? Come here and run the doors here. Hey, hey, hey. This is Oprah Winfrey. At a very young age, she was molested. In fact, by somebody who should never have done that. My brother, my sister. But she grew from that point. She's been able to go into the media. She was the first to give Michael Jackson an interview that made the rounds the world over. This is Oprah Winfrey, the richest black woman on earth. Or has somebody overtaken her now? She is rich. Run the doors here if you're ready. My brother, my sister, Oprah Winfrey. Now, Oprah Winfrey has decided that enough is enough. And she rather wants to use the money or part of the money for scholarship. That's it. Now to South Africa. What's up? Everybody's leaving your country. They are all going back. They are leaving South Africa. Keep it. Enjoy. You would only learn when it's too late. World leaders will not tell you because of your xenophobic actions, they are cutting down on you. It hurts me. Such a beautiful country. Such a beautiful country. Sadly, this is the line you want to go. Textile factories closing up. Sugar factories closing up because sugarcane plantations are struggling. Your spaza shops are all closing. All the guys are going away. The lazy average South African is still dancing to amapiano and drinking wonkomote and having sex like a crazy rabbit. Oh, the Nigerians, they are bringing drugs. They are bringing drugs to South Africa. They are bringing drugs. They have to go back to their country. They have to go back. Yes, we don't want illegal immigrants. But let the authorities deal with that. You don't even trust your authorities. Match and Match. How many members of Match and Match would like to go and work in the sugar cane plantation? How many members of Operation Dedula are ready to go and pick grapes in the grape vineyards? How many? But common sense is common, yet not to common South Africans on the streets. I'm sad, but it is what it is. It's the Black Pot, aka Kukushonemo. And here, we speak truth to power. When we return, we have a final story. Hey ya! Hey you! Kai! Wayo!
Back and stay safe. The National Petroleum Authority is cautioning the public to desist from scooping or fetching fuel from overturned fuel tankers at accident scenes. Do not get closer to the scene in an attempt to take videos or pictures. Inhaling the petroleum product is detrimental to your health. Worst of all, petroleum products are volatile and highly flammable, and a small spark can trigger a catastrophic explosion, causing deaths and loss of property. Call the Ghana Fire Service or Ghana Police personnel to handle the scene, or reach the National Petroleum Authority's contact center on 0302 550 380. Your life is worth more than a gallon of fuel. This Save a Life campaign is from the National Petroleum Authority.
Build and new opportunities are opening up. And if you're African or part of the African diaspora, you really don't want to sit this one out, because this could be one of the greatest opportunities for our generation. And before you say, I don't know anything about technology, that's okay. Everyone can learn. Even if you're starting with no background in AI, you could be in the medical field, the financial field, a student, anything or anyone. You don't, or just basically somebody looking for new direction. That's why we here at PATRIOT Solutions, a USA-based company, is offering a 12-week artificial intelligence governance professional course, all online. You will learn about AI governance, AI risk. You will learn about prompt engineering, AI agents, RAG, and then responsible AI. The classes start.
Skipper George. Blackpot. Kukushona, man.
It's the Black Pot, aka Kukushonamo. where we speak truth to power. Thank you so much for joining us. We appreciate you and we love you. At this point, I want to say thank you so much to Tizori Doriente. Turn every single shower into a royal experience with Tizori Doriente. Oh, yes. We are also sponsored by the kind courtesy of Millennium Insurance, your trustworthy partner. Hey, NPA is also here. The message is simple. Stay back, stay safe. Whenever you see that fuel tanker involved in an accident, please don't go scooping and siphoning fuel. Your life is worth more than just a gallon of fuel. There could be an explosion and boom, many people may lose their lives. Please stay back and stay safe. And of course, we also have Patrick Solutions inviting you to come over. Register right now. Hey, Patrick Solutions is telling you something simple. Be an AI giant. Study from AI experts. And I'm talking about Valerie Clark alongside Patrick. Right there at Patrick Solutions, you get a certificate. Online is starting on the 25th of August, 2026. AI is the thing now. And there's a flexibility with the payment. You can pay in installments. The numbers are on the screen. Pick up the numbers. You can also send an email or just log on to the website. And remember, it's a 12-week AI governance course. Be a giant in AI. Do you want to make movies using AI? Do you want to be an AI giant so that you would have financial freedom? Patrick Solutions has the answer. Please, just scan the QR code and you register one time. Well, it's the Blackport, a.k.a. Kukushonemo, where we speak truth to power. Final story, story number 8. 9. Watch this. We originally were supposed to do 8 stories today, but this is the 9th story. Mrs. Hanan and son cannot travel, period. Court slams hammer on Hanan. His name is Hanan Abdul Wahab Alodeba. That's him. Former boss of the NAFCO. He's said to have stolen a lot of money. Prosecutors are very angry with him and they are in court trying to secure a conviction. If convicted, he will spend a big chunk of his life in jail. No sex, no alcohol. He would be in there. Thank God he's Muslim. He might not miss alcohol at all. He is also an Al-Hajj. He and his wife, Faiza Wuni. And that's the wife. My brother, my sister, Hanan tried to travel to the country for an eye drop from a white guy in the UK. All this while, he's been going to court. Then all of a sudden, he said he wanted to travel out of the country because he had problems with his eyes. And to be able to authenticate that, doctors would have to endorse it. 2 doctors spoke about it and they said almost the same thing. What he has is called conjunctivitis. Oh yes, I got it right. Conjunctivitis. It's a problem with the conjunctiva. Hallelujah. And the 2 doctors, Ghanaian doctors, both have said that it has no cure. He will just have to manage it with eye drops. Just like when you have Apollo 11 and you keep dropping eye drops in there. And the eye drops are abound in Ghana. But Wahab said he would rather like to go to the UK and have a white man mention his name 3 times and ask him to open his eye so he would drop the thing. He was traveling for 4 days. But when the court gave him the chance, the next thing he did was to rush to the Laboni branch of the Republic Bank, seeking to scoop all his money from a frozen account, as told to us by investigators. Before then, investigators had already warned the banks and written to the banks. This guy may be coming around to scoop his money. Watch out. It's all frozen. But Wahab allegedly showed a certain document to show that the courts had allowed him to come and take his money. So the bankers started to call to find out if that was true. That was where the alarm blew. They denied him the money. The next thing he did, he got a ticket, went to the Accra International Airport. He did all the everything. And then when he went sitting down there, waiting for his flight, that was when handcuffs started dangling in front of his eyes. And he was picked up and sent all the way to the BNI cells and then to Ioko, where he was detained. My brother, my sister, when he was released, the period for which he was allowed to travel had elapsed. And therefore, he couldn't travel anymore without the court allowing him to do same. Before we could say Jack, his wife went with his son straight to the court that they also wanted to travel because the son was traumatized. The son attends a school right here in Accra. My brother, my sister, is a minor, so we don't want to put all the details. He's a 7-year-old, and that he's so traumatized by what his father is going through. And for that matter, she, Faiza Wuni, Faiza Seidu Wuni, Hajia Faiza Seidu Wuni, Wahab Alodiba's girl's wife, I beg your pardon, wanted to take their son to the same UK, where a UK doctor will psych him and put him there so that they could return to Ghana. No doctor in Ghana is good enough or preferred enough to handle the trauma situation. Behavioral trauma, they call it, according to court documents. My brother, my sister, and these are the court documents. And they contain the details of the son, so dash it out. Okay? My brother, my sister. So they went to court today. And the judge said, no. Hey. We are hearing things. It's all over Ghana. Your husband allegedly went to the Republic Bank to try and scoop up all his money and jackpot. You too, after just 2 weeks or so, you are coming that your son is sick and only UK doctors. What is it about you guys and UK? You want to go to the UK for behavioral trauma treatment. Don't we have doctors in Ghana who are good enough for that? No, sir, you are not traveling. Go back. So the hammer, the gavel, went down on the table, bang! Now Hanan was also trying to stay execution. Do you know what that means? Oh, my case, hold it down for the time being because we are looking for this, we are looking for that, we want to get this, we want to get that. There are always reasons for staying execution. The court said no. Hanan would have to come to court on the 11th of August for this thing to be finished. The courts are in a hurry to serve justice to the people of Ghana. So as it stands right now, Faiza Wuni has been denied. She's not going to the UK with her son. Hanan has not been able to go for the eye drops for his Apollo 13. For these people, it's only white people who can cure them. They are used to luxury, allegedly from stolen money, as told to us by prosecutors. So Ghanaian doctors, are not good anymore for them. Even eye drops. A white man must hold it over the eye and say, Hanan, open your eyes. Open your eyes. And then top. You go. Maybe psychological. A lot of Ghanaians, in fact, a lot of Africans believe that when they shake a white man's hand, it's a blessing. They believe that when we are going to church and you meet a white man, go back, we have seen God. They believe that the white man is wiser than the black man. Inferiority complex. Everything white is good. White winged angels, white Christmas. Christmas is never Christmas until it's white Christmas. Angels are wearing white. God himself is white. So a lot of Ghanaians, there was a time a white guy came here. He wasn't even a white guy, a Syrian. But because of the color, a lot of Ghanaians don't even know the difference between a white guy and an Asian. Chinese people are called white people. Indians are called white people. Lebanese are white people. Oh, Bronino. A Lebanese or a Syrian came to open a fuel filling station here in Accra. All the drivers in Ghana were going there to buy fuel because, hey, Brunei, on Sisi Nipao. Brunei, Okwa, Petronu, Open more, pepe, on Sisi, Bibi black man. Hey, one beer we were near of Sisi. They believe that the white guy would serve them more justice than the black man. Yet you are black. Yet you want to have a business, and that business will be patronized by fellow black people. You're a fool. Fool. You don't trust the black man to give you justice. You don't trust the black man to be able to do for you what he should be doing. And you expect that another black man should trust you to be able to serve him, right? Jesus have mercy. What a people. Hanan says that it is in the UK that the eye drops would work. His wife comes 2 weeks after. Our son has behavioral trauma. The way they are shaking his father. She also wants to go to the UK. So was it a plan that Hanan would go there and then she would join him there? Then they'll go to one of the islands with the alleged stolen money and just SEDINA Ationu us. To God be the glory. Thanks so much to the legal system. Hanan's wife will be here with the husband. They have been forced to go back, and the court will push for justice for the people of Ghana. It's the Black Pot, aka Kukushonemo. And here we speak truth to power. I want to say thank you so much. I appreciate you. Let's see if MCR is ready with the Rexomar tape. And then we play it, and then I apologize. There's some technical difficulty. But watch this.
Thank you, my brother. Gamro is doing very well. It could be far much more better than it is now, but I'm happy that the reason why I went to Gamro for all of these years is by the grace of God coming to fruition. So now, Gamro is at a level where we are distributing exactly like how it is done all over the world. Those whose music are used are those who get the money. That is how it is. Because in artist life, there are artists who may make one hit at a certain time, and he makes all the big money, and he may not even make a hit again. But all the time, what Gamro has been bedeviled with was there was no structure, a proper structure that guarantees that today, if Black Rasta becomes a hit, the collection that we get must reflect in his hit so that the money goes to him. So what was being done was Gamro collects money with no proper data and distributes the money with no proper data. Now that those days are gone. Those days where people will say, oh, I have 20 albums. Why are you giving me so small money? Those days are gone. You may have 20 albums, but if the albums are not being used, somebody who had just a single within a period of time and has been used massively will get all the money. Now we have separated digital incomes, that the money comes with the names attached by whose money it is. We have separated live music income. So those who are performing live music, they have regular royalties that come because they are performing live music. And we have those whose music is being used by radio, airplay, and all that. So for the first time in the history of Gamro, half-year distribution, somebody is getting 120,000, somebody is getting 90,000, somebody is getting 50,000. And, you know, by law, we have to distribute twice in a year. So the new management of Gamro and the struggles that we started long ago that people didn't understand what Gamro is supposed to be, by the grace of God, now we are there. So I think it is a cause for celebration, but we are far away from becoming what we really want to be, because we still have a lot of issues locally to be dealt with. For example, we have over 80% of Ghanaian music users not paying. So you ask me, where did we get this money from? Countries that respect laws, countries that put value on using creative works, that are paying, even though we use their music here, we are not sending the money. They use our music, they are sending the money. And that is how you have people making this amount of money.
Wow. Wow.
So it is about time that Ghana wakes up as a country, because the way the world is going, it is driven by creative abilities. So if we don't capitalize and make sure that things are worked properly, we will be left out. Let me give you simple information. I had a short meeting with the Attorney General, and I was happy of what he told me, that Ghana is going to go straight into, they're going to set up an IP office that deals with every form of copyright. And it will help Ghana a lot, because we have our young people doing industrial designs and patents and all those things. It's about time we take copyright issues serious in this country, so that one day Blakk Rasta can do one song, just one song. In the future, there's going to be tokenism. You can sit in Ghana, write a song, and somebody sitting somewhere in Atlanta or whatever and invest in buying shares in your song, and the money will come to you. That is the future we have to look forward to.
Interesting. I hear the person who received the 120,000 this year, is that Ilumba? Is that correct?
It is correct, because he died, may his soul rest in peace. His music was used all over the place.
Wow.
And it reflects in the collections that came. You know, so that is how it's supposed to be.
Yes. Thank you so much, Rex. If you may just give me a little a cappella of Abiba, I'll be so surprised or so happy to close with.
You're my brother. I'll do it for you.
Thank you.
Mami kami kenkeba. Mami kami kenkeba. Mami kami kenkeba. Mami kami kenkeba. Abiba, eh.
Thank you so much, Rex. I appreciate you. Thank you.
Thank you, bro. Yeah.
Well, Rex Omar. You are Rex Omar. Interesting Rex Omar. So that Ilumba, 120,000 Ghana cedis from Gambro. Oh my God. I heard him singing. That Ilumba, 120. Oh my God. And that's the highest any musician has received in the history of Ghana's Gambro. Is it good enough? Or you think it could have been more? Every year you receive twice. This is the first chunk. Maybe the second one will be higher. And the question again is, Rex said it's because that Ilumba died. That's why many people are using his music. Do we have to wait for our heroes to die before we start chasing their craft and their works? Do we have to wait for a certain bad news before some of these things can happen? Congratulations to that Ilumba, and congratulations to the fans. Congratulations to Rex Omar and Gamro, And congratulations to all Ghanaian musicians. Rex Omar says there's a new law, and that new law is going to make Ghana music better. We can't wait for that. This is the Black Pot, aka Kukushonamo. And here we speak truth to power. I want to say thank you so much to you and to you and to you. And we do apologize for the technical hitch along the line. And then also our numbers are scrolling on the screen. Pick up the numbers and do business with us. Maybe you have a story you want us to follow up on. We are more than just excited to do that. At this point, let's see your comments and we are done for the day. Okay? Pat Awo says, greetings, Black Rasta. I hope you are good. Yes, I'm good, Pat. And you? Kwejo Fiagbe says the whole Court of Appeal judgment seems highly political from the angle of the bench. The appellate court judges intentionally made the pronouncement to trigger anger against the ruling NDC. At the Court of Common Sense, Madam SEDINA TAMAKLOE should have stayed and proven her innocence from day one. Well, Emmanuel Bete says, good motivation. Thank you so much. We appreciate you. Francis Kofi Ayevi says, good evening, Black Rasta. I hope you've come in with more energy. George Mill says, black to black is black. Black Romeo Ofori says, go on, Professor Black. Fuseni Amidu Jara says, Black, I really appreciate your humble patriotism. Ebo Cromwell says, welcome, bro. Kukusho no more. Waldo Moto says, good evening, Black Rasta. Move of fire. All right. More comments coming in from Facebook, also from YouTube. We have a Kanayo Zure who says, hi, Black. Bless up watching you live from Torino, Italy. Black, I have a question. I don't know, anytime you see a video on the internet or any bad thing on the internet, is this party called the NPP? Well, lie, NPP, never again. Yush, GH says, why, Kai, Dodo. And then we have Poposhkosh, Fuka. It says, Black, run things. Poposhkosh. King Faisal says, more fire, Mr. Black. Keep the fire blazing. Jeff Abraham says, watching you live from Manila. The Black, my Filipino wife says hello to you. Hi, Filipino wife. How are you doing? Seydou Isaka says, Rasta, the best journalist in Ghana. Thank you. Raymond Inso Agerima Akakia says, good evening, Black Rasta. I know you are certainly disappointed in this Azan NDC government. Is John Mahama or someone at Jubilee House interfering in the judiciary to free their allies while punishing their opponents? We all know what happened in Agrada's case and how it ended. Martin Pebu has alleged that his petition to remove the OSP has been blocked by the president because some people lobbied him to block the petition. Why is this government so hypocritical? Pamel GH says, Ghana. More comments in the voice of Kwesi Pride. Ghana. Ras Okokofisun Moon says, Nana Ntobua Sie. Nana Ntobua Sie wae. Yati. Rude Enim. Michael Shinji Kagawa says, criminal member of parliament. Which one? Bright Mackenzie says, hi, Black. You are doing great with your dossiers. I kindly want you to dig deeper into these beggars virtually taking over our streets in Tema, Circle, and other parts of the city. Thank you. All right, we'll do that. Musa Sow says, watching you from Mindanao, the Philippines. Oh, nice. Thank you. Omaimba Nana Nyasahine Angwa says, why? Nana Chidom Hine says, sad day for Ghana. SEDINA TAMAKLOE has been acquitted and discharged by politicians. David Amoyao says, Raymond Nso Agerima Akakia. Please. Slow down on those words, okay? Slow down. This platform, we don't use words like that, okay? David, please. You were happy when the U.S. court ruled that the charges against former finance minister were not credible. You are here writing nonsense. What's the nonsense you wrote? Mark Romeo Fori says the future president Okujeto Ablakwa or Maimba Nananya Sahini Angwa says, Black, give me welcome pack. I've been absent from class for now, but I'm fully back. Greetings to the entire Black Empire crew watching you live inside the Kwapim Mampo. Yes, Omaimba Nanda Nyansahine Angwa. Welcome. Salute of patriotism and don't go again, okay? Papa Tando says, Black Rasta, my mentor, you are indeed a generational pathfinder. Your leadership reasoning must be studied. Osai Bedu says, come here. The Black Pot, a.k.a. Kukusho. Ras Okoko Fisun Moon says, Honorable OK doesn't seem to speak the truth. You can see from his attitude on the phone when he was talking. Nana Chidomhene says, Asante Achem, not Akim. Are you a white man? Okay, I'm sure he was referring to Okujeto Blakwa. He's an Ewe man, so he's permitted to say Akim. And Nodna would also say Akim. Fraframa would say Akim. Okay? So please, cool down, okay? Bernard says peace. On Tim Baron says fire. Ram says, hello, Black Rasta, the Patriot. The patriotic team, we are all welcome. Black, fear no evil. Because truth always defeats lies. Keep the fire burning. Stay safe. On Tim Baron says, honestly, Wontumi must rot in jail. Seriously, Ghanaians aren't angry enough. On Tim Baron says, Baumia and the NPs drove to Insawam to visit a Galamsey kingpin. Imagine these crooks want to rule. Imagine these crooks want to rule Ghana. And Tim Baron continues, he says, MPP will never come close to governance again after 6 million years. How can a Galamsey kingpin be given parole? Hey, Ghana. Hey, NPP. Ah, they are just nation wreckers. Okay, Yati. Kofi Azuma says, greeting to my young brother Black Rasta on this blessed Thursday. Thank you. Royal Link says, SEDINA has been set free. The 90 million Ghana cedis and the $150,000 extradition cost is a waste. The judiciary is a joke. I salute Anas Admeyao Anas. Kofi Azuma returns and says, greetings to all my brothers and sisters here. With much love, Black Rasta, we are sending you much love from Pennsylvania. Says, make sure all of you watching this live stream right now will click on the like button and subscribe and donate to the channel. And Tim Baron says, Honorable SEDINA TAMAKLOE didn't commit any crime. Well, let us continue protecting our own. It's okay. And we'll see where the country will go. Kofi Azuma says, call all your friends and family members and tell them Black Rasta is live streaming right now and speaking truth to power. Right? And it's happening right here in Ghana. And Tim Baron says, only NPP criminals come complaining. Kofi Azuma says, we need everyone to share this live stream. And Tim Baron says, Honorable SEDINA TAMAKLOE was victimized. Give us evidence, okay? Baron says to the NPP, Wontumi will serve his 45 years in jail. Kofi Azuma says, everyone that comes here to watch and listen to the truth with Black Rasta, bring at least 10 to 20 new people here. I like that, 10 to 20 people. And Tim Baron says, NPP will never come close to governance until after 100 million years. Alote Boating says, hi. Baron says, NPP Akufo-Addo destroyed Ghana beyond repair. You see wicked bastards following such a useless political party. Well, this is the final one and we are done for the day. Owusuwa Champo says, if you are not for NPP or NDC, then you need to be careful because what you will do and they will throw you to jail. A politician will do and will be prosecuted or even you'll be freed. And Tim Baron says, only NPP will criticize good governance. Rap Thunder says, welcome, legendary Black. Yakubu Badiru says, nice one, bro. Baron says, arrest all the Sakawa criminals and send them back to the US. Kofi Azuma says, we need everyone here right now to click on the like button and subscribe and donate to the channel for our brother Black Rasta. Thank you. And he says, call all your friends and family members to be part of this show. Hanan's wife is on her way to jail. Please leave the son alone, okay? The son is only 7 years, is innocent, okay? Okay, at this point, I want to say thank you so much. We appreciate you and we love you. It's the Black Pot, a.k.a. Kukushonemo, where we speak truth to power. We'll see you again tomorrow, same time, 6 p.m. Until then, hey-ya, hey-yo, wayo, come on.